Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for Articuno Unite League Season 14, Week number 1. We got another match tonight. We have Thanksgiving versus XO. Drafts already in progress. Let's get with it. There we are. All right. They're in the batting phase. Remember, this is all-star draft. So that means the mons that are chosen in gameplay will not appear in subsequent rounds. Check out the chat. We got some dudes in the chat, man. What's up, Shree? What's up, Big Blue? What's up? Big W's for everyone. To the winner goes the spoils. First pick over at XO, we're gonna have the big man, Snorlax, a wonderful defender, a premier defender. Those walls go crazy. But over on the right, we got some tomfoolery. We got Comfy and a Speedster and Talonflame already. They know what they want. They're gonna get it. How will XO respond to this atrocity? They should pick Snorlax. Now we'll teach him. They already did. And they should also pick Slowbro. Why not? They're gonna lock in on Mega Lucario and an Alolan Ninetales. Interesting choices. Next two picks over on TG Thanks Gaming. Looks like they're gonna hone in on a defender. Might be Crustle, could be someone else. They could pivot around. Snorlax is tough to deal with, but hey, we got a Mewtwo available right here. All right, being chosen. It is one of the better attackers. It's a strong pick and comp, but you don't see it too often. You usually see your Mews, your Espeons, your Miraidons. But hey, Mewtwo is pretty good. Next two choices over on XO, we're going to have a healing support and Elgas. And we're going to have a Dragonite. I want to say that this is a Hyper Beam Dragonite. I want to say that this team wants to focus on the secures. But that could be anything. They could go with anything they want. They have the choice. And it looks like Crustle will be the last pick for Thanksgiving. 45 seconds left on the clock. Final preparations are in order. Hopefully nothing crashes. I'm also be casting and admitting, so I have to check the chat to make sure that things don't even burn down and crash on the ground and no one's yelling at me that the games have crashed. Everything seems to be in order, which is good. I can live with that. 20 more seconds. How you guys doing? We're back in AUL. It's wonderful. We're gonna have a game every night, all the way till I believe maybe Saturday. So look forward to that. Game every night. I'll be casting all of them. I'm playing in one of them. I believe on this Friday at around 10. So look forward to that for fun. A lot of preparations are up. Let's get frosty. Things are loading up. Finally gonna be able to get started. Getting game 1 started. We pray for no crashes. Yes, sirree. All right, about to load in. Looking at both comps, these are competent compositions. I will say they're gonna have to really watch out for that Talonflame. It has a good target in Ninetales, but that is a bit of a commitment. All right, let's get ready to rumble. We're gonna have Snorlax heading towards the bottom with its Ninetales. That is a pretty strong lane. We're gonna have Dratini heading to the jungle. It will be the jungle here. He needs level 5 ASAP. Lucario's gonna head to the top with his healing support. They'll be going up against the Gibble, and Crussell's heading to the top. Interesting choice. Again, what might be going on the side quest, looking out for potential invades. That is what Comfy's doing at the bottom as well, along with Mewtwo Y. Ninetales is gonna be by itself. No invades from either side. So Snorlax is like, all right, I gotta reconvene at the bottom. Gonna get that tackle attack in. No. Mewtwo Y's got a body like that. Good choice. Gotta get Ninetales to level 9. It's gonna get it unimpeded. So now it's just being a big distraction. Couldn't quite get that to scare, however. Back towards the top. A big fight is gonna ensue. Dragonair is waiting at its L-Bush. Waiting for anyone to pass by, waiting for more information. Hopefully he's not gonna reconvene at the top. gonna be a big fight here at 850 for the Swablu and Altaria. Ninetales is also here, but I believe Talonflame also saw that. There's a Sweet Kiss, and there goes everyone going in. They're gonna grab a bite. Who's next? Uh-oh. That's a lot of KOs. Was that a triple KO? My goodness, we're just getting started here. They're not done yet. They're all over this Lucario. That is a triple KO finish. Think of the points, don't let him stack anymore. Stop the bleeding. Please stop the bleeding. Well, Talonflame's doing so well already that he can bite the jungle. Speaking of jungle, it's time to invade. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is also mine. That's a Sweet Kiss. Not gonna pull the trigger. They already broke top pad. I do not agree with it, but they're at least going for their farm right away. That is what you do when you break top pad that early. Snuff out the farm. Back at the bottom, we gotta gain advantage somehow, somewhere. Towards the bottom here, Mewtwo is unsupervised. Can't stop all of that. Bite is here. Also can't stop all of that. But hey, they give up on top pad. Smart decision. Sometimes pads, things just don't go your way. You gotta keep moving forward. Now, they shouldn't break this pad yet. Farm is gonna spawn on their side. Use that to your advantage. Let's see what Talonflame's up to, that little rascal. Taking down Lucario. Right on schedule. And a Snorlax too. Level 9 already before the 7-minute mark officially. We can live Gibite over the Rip Top objective by itself. Those base attacks are gonna go crazy. There is a Talonflame ult. Kamikaze. We're not going down just yet. No, we're actually going down. Revenge KO, and because of that transgression, oh no. No way! Give me that objective. Regirock secured. Righteous. A knockout. Oh, there's Ninetales has got to get out of here. He's got to get out of dodge. He can't be on top of the crust, so he's doing a lot of damage slowly but surely. There is the Brave Bird taking down all opposition. Another KO for Russell. Triple KO for Talonflame. That is a team wipe. You get the score in time. Increased scoring speed because the Comfy's right on top of him. There's the Mewtwo off. I believe it whiffed a bit. Talonflame's in danger. Flew too close to the sun, buddy. Well, that is the downside of being the level leader. If you ever go down, you're just giving experience away. This is an Outrage Dragonite, not a Hyper Beam. He's here to box. I like it. Well, things aren't too bad for XO. They stopped the bleeding a little bit. They had the Talonflame here over on Thanksgiving and try to run away with the game. Oh yeah, they got what they wanted out of that one. Dragonite is here, trying to do the best it can, but it's getting pushed around and shoved away. And a KO. Uh-oh, Sweet Kiss. Crosso's just gonna try to score. He almost got that in. There is the block from Snorlax to push him into the flux. E2Y is Mega Evolve, but it's not. It pales in comparison to Mega Lucario. Down goes the... Ooh, everyone's going down here. That's a team wipe for XO. Redemption. Big overcap. This is now a much closer race. All right, they're going to be able to rip this Regieleki very quickly here. That's a knockout over there. And back towards the top. Let's see what's going on. Yep, orange team getting the Reg Ice. Oh boy. Garchomp's in a pickle. Oh, yeah. There's the rest of the team. He's not going down that easily. Here comes reinforcements. He just goes down, but they're not over yet. Oh, boy. Mega Mewtwo, why doing the best it can, and there it is. Here comes Talonflame with the backup. Dodge those close combats, and that's how you deal with Mega Lucario. He can't sustain himself. Brave Bird KO! Man, this has been an exciting game. We're not even done yet. This is game 1. Game numero uno. There's another Brave Bird. Well, I might have whiffed on the Eldegoss, but I'm going to get this Cavalier. That is a KO on Ninetales. Yep, that's about how that matchup goes. Garchomp ulting in about one more time before the Groudon fight. More KOs. Dragonite can't do too much. Gonna get sized up by Crustle. Well, things are calming down a bit. Crustle's heading towards the top, trying to see if he get some more farm here. Comfy is here. Crustle's in a bit of a jam. Getting blocked in by the Blizzard. Yeah, I believe you're donezo. Oh no, the shake and bake, but it's not enough. Thank you for the experience. Speaking of experience, both teams are pretty decked out on experience. See level 13's on the left, level 13 and the 14 on the right. Level lead is firmly in Thanks Gaming's favor. Snorlax is falling behind and needs the levels to keep his bulk up. Oh boy. That is a Regirock for purple team. That is a knockout. Source currently 0-0. We have just started the set. A triple KO for Talonflame. E2X trying to wrap this up. A lot of damage for Ninetales. A little too much damage for Ninetales. Well, Garchomp, it's time to... Do we rip here? Do we try to score? Do we fight again? They have to do something with this advantage. They weren't able to back cap. The health wasn't quite there. Well, time for another fight. XO has to do something. They are behind firmly. Talonflame going for a flank, perhaps. Garchomp has ulted in. There is a Brave Bird. Massive damage. That is basically another team wipe. That is a 4-piece, and that should do it. Lucario trying to be a hero here. All right, there it goes. Onwards to victory. Time to score, everybody. They can take the time now. Well, that was an exciting game 1. What'd you guys think of it? Talonflame and Comfy worked out nicely. Oh, this is about to wrap up here. 20 seconds left on the clock. More scos, more KOs. Let's move this Snorlax over here. I don't want to be blocked. Here comes another Brave Bird. It's hard to find a team with a Groudon buff. It's very hard. They're doing massive amounts of damage. Stupid amounts of damage. Nonsensical amounts of damage. All right, we're going to surrender at the last few seconds here. Save some time. Back to the drawing board for X and O here. They have to come up with something. They might have to consider banning Comfy. You can ban Talonflame, but there's more nonsensical speedsters. There's too many of them. Speedsters are just fundamentally not fair. So I would ban the Comfy, actually. Really consider that. But actually, they don't have to. It's gone now. This is All-Star Draft. My bad. This is All-Star Draft, baby. Those 10 bonds are gone. Don't have to worry about them anymore. Check out everyone's report cards over here. We got JXDX, 23 KOs, big 2-3, 88 overall rating. Do I need to say more? He was dominating this game. Damage support is 146,000 damage dealt. He was ruling this game. We'll rule this city together. All right. Good on. Very strong opening act for Thanksgiving. Let's see how they follow through into game number 2. Sit tight. People of the world, we are back. Back again, once again. Game number 2, All Star Draft. I'm your host, GX2. Getting these bands in order. I see a Decidueye ban. What is going on? We don't ban that mon unless it's targeted. For Ninja, we don't ban that mon unless it's targeted. What's going on? What do they know? What do they know? What they aren't telling us? A lot of targeted bans now I'm looking at it. Oh no, he's here. Fraligator. That's misspelled because there's not enough game space. Oh no. Well, I expect big things from Fraligator and his team. That is a very powerful all-rounder. Does a lot of damage, has good dive and waterfall. Good gap closing ability. But over on the right, we got Mr. Mime and Duraludon. Duraludon, one of those mons recently buffed up from the recent patches. Does good damage. Let's see how well it can hold its ground. It's going to have a tricky time with the Feraligatr there and perhaps a Solar Beam Venusaur. It has range that it can compete with. But this team has decent peels. It has Mr. Mime. It has Articuno. And it also has Mamoswine. That's a very frontline heavy composition. That should definitely be a Solar Beam Venusaur. Absolutely. Positively. Clearly. No debate. Now, I saw him hover over Latios, and actually, that's not a bad pick. I see 3 bulky individuals on the right side on the orange team. We have Mew, we have Cinderace. These are good attackers. A bit heavy on their attacking side. But these are the type of attackers that could kind of hold their own in the fight. They could run the ones. Venusaur not so much, but he's just there to be a laser beam and just that's it. Also have Umbreon. That is an interesting choice. Umbreon would be good into the champ if it could look it in play so it can't just dive, but that's a bit reactionary if he goes through that play, which can be its downfall. Well, looking at the comps, XL most definitely has the range advantage, and I would say they do more damage. But if Thanksgiving can close the gap, if they could run the ones as intended, unimpeded, they should be able to win that game. Both win cons are established for both teams. We know what they are. We understand what they are, as I just went over. Final preparations is done. We pray to Arceus, however you want to pronounce it, whatever your vernacular is. We pray for no crashes. Please no. We all got places to be. We all got games to play. All right, here we go. Totodile on its happy feet, moving to the top with Mew. Over at the center is going to be Cinderace. Towards the bottom is going to be Bulbasaur and an Umbreon. Over on the right side, we're going to have Swinub moving on over. Checking for invades. Machop's going to be at the top. Articuno is going to be at the bottom with Mr. Mime, and Duraludon will be the jungler. Good secure with the boosted auto from Bulbasaur. That's how you're going to be able to secure it with this Mime. Nothing to do it but to do it, and then it got a Razor Leaf secure. Things are going grand for this Mime. Back at the top, we got a Mew with the light screen and an E-Ball. That's going to be tough to deal with. But those secures are going to go to the Karate Chop of Machop. All right, Duraludon is here. This is our farm. You can't have it. Stay away. All right. We're having some men moving from the bottom, going straight to the top. We're leaving this Eevee at the bottom. Yes, I said Eevee, unsupervised, but he's got it. He'll figure it out. This is going to be a juicy 4v4. And now. Cinder's a bit late. Oh, they had the eject. He's about to get KO'd by a Machop. Mr. Mime needs to leave. So does Duraludon. Oh, no. No. You can't afford to lose 3 individuals at the top. At a top gank like that. Solar Beam. Not doing that much damage just yet. Wait till it reaches level 12. Uh-oh. Where you think you're going? Zap. And KO. All right. Everything right now is going in the way of XO. Mr. Mime trying to doing what it can to get some experience. It is center time. Time for Regidrago. Who's gonna get it? Purple team has plenty of secure. And I do mean plenty of secure. But Mr. Mime gets it. Going on, Mr. Mime. That is a knockout. A big solar beam from Mew. Maintaining its space. You want the pad? We'll step on it. Go ahead. Somebody stealth walks on that one spot. That was me. Now, I have a question. Duraludon's a jungler. And he's gonna rotate back to his jungle. 720 happened down here, but what's happening up here? Some fight of a set. Oh my goodness, he got deleted from like at least a third of his health. Yep, this is why you usually ban for alligator or take it for yourself. Smart little counterplay from Mammoth wanting to tackle attack up to move out of the way of Evolve to prevent the secure on Zatu. All right, another E-Ball secured by Mew, that little rascal. Oh, things are getting really messy over here. Solar Beam! Cinderace ulting in. Hey, where do you think you're going? You got nowhere to go, nowhere to be. KO. Hope these guys did math. Well, I claimed 100 points. And now it's time to go jungling. Christmas came early for XL. Taking all the buffs. That's another mean look. On the Articuno right in place. Now, I will say, I do appreciate that the response to having a bunch of broken frontline was to have a bunch of attackers. That is a very good answer. You wanna dive us so bad, well, come and get us. Another Solar Beam from Mew. A Sludge Bomb couldn't quite get that. Venusaur is like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna try again later. Yep. Right now, Thanksgiving just can't quite get in. The only one who can really do that effectively is Machamp. And he's got stacks to worry about. He's got levels to worry about. He's got scaling to worry about. You can't rely on him too heavily. Mammo is fully online at level 9. Just in time. Into the top here. Another Reggie has spawned in at the top. Is Regice. Articuno is ulting here. That massive Cinderace ult. Uh-oh. Don't get too close. Yep. Cinderace is hungry. Cinderace is so hungry. Yep. Get in there. What is he going to do about it? He's so hungry. Yep. Triple KO. That's what I like to see. Quad, baby. Quad. 4-piece. Let's rip this objective lickety-split. Where's this alligator going? Advantage is firmly on the side of XO. We got another objective right here in Reggie Drago. Our purple team is already all over that. Uh-oh. Get that music here ready. Oh, Fralgator got it. Look at him go. Oh, back up there. That's massive damage. These double Solar Beams are really hurting. Mammo can't get too much of value from his ult. He got mean looks. Here comes Fralgator. Chomp. Oh, man, time to bite. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. Chomp. Ay, ay, ay. 205 to 57. This is a much different game, too. But we all know the saying, it ain't over till it's over. That was a quick and efficient secure of the Regieleki. Already done. What's happening up here? What's happening over there? These guys are everywhere. They are controlling that half of the map. Wait, hold on. Temptation. That went in. Did we send someone over to score in double time? Mew is on the case. Do you wait for double time or do you just score right now? You score right now. It's more important to be present for that final fight. Happening in just about a moment. People looking, oh no! Umbreon, get out of there. Massive Solar Beam! Crocodile's like, oh man, that's my cue. I'm hungry. Let's get in there. I'm starving. I'm famished. Ult right in there. Articuno's ulting. It's not enough. Hey, where you going? We see you. Time to rip. You want to end? Come and get it. Use those ults. Nah, you're going to hold it? That's what I thought. Back up, fool. Cinderace securing ground on at the speed of light. Another massive solar beam. Make that double. Uh-oh, that's a KO'd Cinderace. That is a KO'd Umbreon, perhaps? Ah, I gotta get in there. We gotta make this scrappy. Venusaur, you can't afford to stay there. Oh no! The gap closing's happening. The gap closing's happening. It's all on Mew. All eyes on Mew. Time for the clutch. Clutch up, baby. Clutch up. This is you. One more, one more, one more. Nope. They didn't score much either. Oh no. Worst case scenario. They can afford one more. They can afford one more score. These guys aren't healing. Cinderace went towards the top. He couldn't stop that. Oh no. He should be calling out that people are low. Cinderace, you gotta clean up. You gotta get that buff back. Nope. Duraludon's got that buff. What a reversal of fortune. Oh no. EXO, not like this. That was your game to win. You just had to be patient one more time. Oh, earthquake! Take cover! Oh, no, not like this, no. They just had to be patient when they got ground on and they walked into the bottom pad. They don't have to force a score. That enemy team, Thanksgiving, literally has to walk into them. That's what they want. Chill back, get some solar beams, 2 of them, get some basics, all of them, and chill out. Let them run into you. They can't afford to be losing buffs like that. Yeah, unfortunate. Thanks Gaming. Held it down for game number 2. They stole that one without stealing ground on. They stole the buffs after the fact. Good presence of mind. Good opportunity recognition. Hey, that guy is overextended. Jump him. Get rid of him. I need that ground on buff ASAP. We got to turn this game around. 2 claps. All right. Looking at the data here. I know Exos must be feeling some type of way, but it just happens. You have to roll with the punches. You have to move on to bigger and better things. MVP, once again, is JKDX. 11 KOs this time. Not as much as 23, but hey, 11's a lot. 89 overall rating. Battle data. That's a lot of damage. 116,000 damage dealt. This guy is on a roll. Well, they've maintained their composure. They're showing right now that they're the stronger team. Let's see if they can finally seal the deal here in the game 3. Sit tight. All right. We're back again after, well, depending on who you ask, a heartbreak of an ender, or just what one team needed to hype themselves up once again to clean up this set. Their birthright. Time to close it up. Time to close up shop. Or time to fight the big fight. Fight till the bitter end. We're not done yet. It ain't over until it's over. Those previous 10 mons, they no longer exist. Time to come up with something new. What do we got? We're getting Suicune. Uh-oh. That mon's a problem. That mon is always good. Don't ever forget that. You know who else is always good? Alcremie. Always good. Never bad. Strong healing support. Love to see it. Remember, when one team has a healing support, it is in your best interest to have a healing support of your own. Haze Gaming going with another support? Double support? And some all-arounders? Oh, no. Hold on. What are they doing here? What is going on? What are they up to? What do they want to pick? Looks like they want a defender of some sort. There's a lot of good choices left. A lot of teams I have been noticing has been really like they've been on the Lapras train, but they picked the big man, they picked the better defender right now. They picked Blastoise, the god. All right. They have Slowbro over on the left. He's looking to slow somebody down, but who does he slow down? Perhaps he could ult Blastoise in the middle of Blastoise ult Hydro Cannon with Slow Beam. That is an interaction. It is all Slowbro's choice. Perhaps he could ult the Alcremie ult. Slow it down. Slow down those heals. Slowbro's got a lot of options, but he has to be in the right position to be prepared. And we're going to have a Cramorant. Whoa, hey, hold on. It's a little early for picks like these, man. There's only 20 mons that are just not available. There's like 70, 80 left. There's so many powerful picks, but hey, Cramorant gets the job done. He actually has a really good laning phase, so you have to be careful about that. Well, looking at both teams. Once again, TG Value's having a strong frontline presence. It technically bit them in the butt last game. It just someone made a mistake and it just collapsed after that. But hey, that's a part of the game. Capitalizing off of mistakes, capitalizing off of coincidence. This game is a series of coincidences. You have to have the presence of mind to react accordingly. That's in the job description. So it is what it is. Well, we're praying for no crashes. Please, RKS, no crashes, please. Please. Please, no, please. I want to see this match to its epic conclusion. Or do we get a game number 4? I'd like that. I know the people at home would like that. Game 4 is hot. That's when All-Star Draft gets good. That's when people's mon pool starts to run dry. And we point and make fun of them for having a shallow duffel. Anyway, to the top, we're going to have Suicune and Galarian Rapidash. Center formation will be Glaceon, good choice. Down at the bottom, Slowbro and Miraidon. They'll be going up against Jigglypuff. Well, sorry. Cramorant, Squirtle up top, doing their thing, trying to get some secures here. Rapidash. Ponyta, what are you doing? You gotta slow this Pikachu down and we're already X-attack. You're in a bad spot, hombre. He's gonna chill right here. He doesn't get that secure, and now he's donezo. I can't watch. Yes, I can. Goodbye. Towards the bottom, Alcremie and Jigglypuff. Double support. Not bad. They gotta get some good secures here. Clock's winding down to the 8:50 first gank bees. Who's gonna go where? We're gonna have Glaceon head towards the top. It's gonna be a 3-on-3 brawl. Glaceon waiting patiently, but honestly, he should start getting some stacks in for his moves. You can't afford to go in there butt naked. Come on. See? Well, team fight passed him by. There goes all the farm. All right, I'm picking up the pieces, doing its best. Can't quite get the KO on Squirtle. It's not worth it. No, come back. All right. Really tough holding it down at the bottom. What's going on here? Oh, we're keeping this slow poke small. Extra small. No! All right, you got it. I'm out of here. Peace out. More farm is available towards the bottom. Double support in the lane is crazy work. All the damage is between Raichu and Cramorant. All right, cool. I'm about it. Let's see it. Well, that Raging Draco is being neutralized. Yep, there it goes. Well, things are returning to neutral a bit. What? Oh, something's happening. All right. Expiting away. It's running late for a dinner date. Almost at level 8. See how all that rhymed. To get its ult. And then Glaceon really gets online. 7:30, 10 seconds left till the bees or Swablu and Altaria show up. All right. That's a KO on Rapidash. That is a huge whirlpool. Uh-oh. It got telekinesis, but it got whirlwind out of that. That's another KO. All right. All right. So coming back alive. Score's only 6-22. That's not much. It's not that big of a deal. Another secure of Reg Ice for our purple team. That's a whirlwind. That's a big surf. That's a KO. Dazzling's not going to do much. Time to freeze. Ice Beam. Hold on. There goes your front line, and here comes Blastoise right on time. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Nothing to see here. All right. We have returned to neutral. Not too much of an advantage for either team. Raichu was level 9. Leading the pack. Somehow having a Blastoise. I blinked and he was gone. All right. What's happening up here? This Rapidash wants to score. Ramit says, nah, nay. Get it? Because he's a horse. Anyway. Checking out over here. We're going to get another surf from Slowbro, but it has to back up. He's receiving a lot of damage. Justice rings from above. That is some Draco Meteors coming down from Maridon. A big telekinesis. Down goes Blastoise. And another objective secured. Paramount says, hey, yo, back up. Hold on. You can't just walk up here like you own the place. We don't do that here. Now, Thanks Gaming's doing a good job of defending their pads. They're a team that like needs to have people push into them. So they're going to need to have their pads up. They're going to need a place to retreat to, a place of safety. A big surf. Blastoise is looking to ult. He's being aggressive. Wait, no one's following up on that? That's criminal. Oh, that's one slow beam down, and there's a Hydro Typhoon. Hey, look, a Horsey. Uh-oh. Horsey's like, hey, don't go anywhere, bruh. Oh, wait. Down goes Rapidash to the cram. That's a big surf. Sorry, that's a big Whirlpool Ice Beam. Who's going to get the secure? It is going to be our boys in orange. Rapidash coming back to the fight. Name all the fights happening over here. Uh-oh. Alcream's gonna have to ult to make them live. Down goes Maridon. Blastoise looking for a juicy surf and Hydro Pump combination. Let's go. Suicune ulting in. Ayo, back up. Get away from me. No. All right, thanks, Gaming, breaking the first pad of this game. All right, what's Blastoise up to now? He's not done just yet. He's gonna like, hey, this Escabular's coming with me. If you can't defend it, you don't deserve it. And another objective for Raichu. Regidrago, let's go. What's happening over here? Big telekinesis. He is soaked with the watermark. He can be frozen, but not yet. Oh, looks like purple team's all over this Regieleki. Who's gonna get it? It is Glaceon. Blastoise holding it down by himself at the top, as he should. More farm for him. Now, that is a good amount of experience for Thanks Gaming. We got a 13 and 2 12s. Exo's falling a bit behind here. They're getting objectives. They have more farm available. They're not quite closing out on the team fights. They're slightly falling behind. Blastoise in a juicy position. In the choke point of XO. Uh-oh. 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 Get him in here. We got a juicy target. Goodbye, Slowbro. Goodbye, Glaceon. Goodbye, Suicune. Well, Miraidon's like, I got an ult. I hope I could do something. He almost stole it. But there he goes. They want it all. Time to get the scores in. Blastoise is like, hey, watch this. A surf's gonna happen. No, Suicune's gonna ult. Well, he's gonna surf him back into the team. No, at this point, you know, honestly, Rapidash should have just backgapped. But he needs to be here for the team fight. He's got to make something happen. Cramorant's like, all right, don't worry. I'll sacrifice myself for the team. They only have about a minute left. They got 2 buffs. That's huge. And one of them's on Miraidon. They can make that work. Miraidon has to really watch its spacing. It didn't have the time to go heal. I agree with it. You just have to go and score right now. Honestly, they should have let the Rapidash score. That was a bit of a misplay. Good patience from... Wait, hold on. What's this Wigglytuff doing? You didn't get the memo. They're giving that pad up. What are you doing? Shame on you. Well, time for a defense. There goes Miraidon. Yep, and just the cleanup. That should do it. Well, well, well. A convincing and dominant fashion. Thanks Gaming winning the set 3-0. 2 claps for these guys. Well, not bad, not bad. Let's check out these data. Let's data one more time. Final score is 290 to 414. Well, it's a little closer this time. Look at the details. Yep, JKDX. MVP once again, 3-peat. 11 KOs, 11 assists, 89 overall rating, 200 points scored. Juicy stats. This guy's always doing over 100,000 damage dealt. That is a lot. That is overperformance. This guy ran away with it. 129K is a lot, guys. That's a lot. I just want you to know how big of a number that is. He was frying them. Well, congratulations to Thanks Gaming on a wonderful set. Game 2 was a nail biter. Game 1 and 3 was par for the course. Better luck next time for XO. I look forward to seeing these guys in the subsequent weeks. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of weeks ahead. So do not be discouraged. This is a learning experience for everyone. Let's see if we get an interview with Fix Gaming. Sit tight. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hi, just waiting for Jacket. There he is.
All right. Well, we're gonna keep this interview brief. I got another set to cast right after this one. So yeah,
No
congratulations
problem.
to you guys. Pretty dominant game.
Thank
Pretty
you.
good, pretty good. But game two was a bit of a jump scare at the end here. Let's talk about that one first. How are you guys feeling after
Yeah,
they got that secure there and at the ground? And what you guys' thought process?
we were really hoping they pushed because we still had most of our ults. So obviously, at that point, you just kind of have to bank on getting the right kills. And Mike was able to get 2 KOs with the Machamp, and I was able to get some as well, so I could have the buff. And that's really useful for me with my flash cannon since I can outrange a lot of them. And with stealth rocks, I'm able to put pressure on the pad. So I knew as like basically as long as we could get some KOs during the defense with our ults, we were still fine. We weren't in complete panic. Obviously, we weren't liking the situation so far, but we had to keep it cool.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys absolutely did keep it cool. You guys snatched that from the jaws of defeat. You saw someone overextended and they got fried. I believed it was the Venusaur. Someone.
I,
It was an attacker.
yeah, it
Someone
was
got fried.
someone. It was
Yeah.
it was one. They had like 3 or 4 attackers that game, so
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was either the Cinderace or the Vino.
Yeah, someone got fried. And then it was raps from there because they didn't score much. They didn't play their advantage quite right. But you guys did.
yeah,
Oh man, you guys absolutely did. Good looks.
that one was really close.
All right. Well, let's talk about game one a little bit here. I saw first pick Talonflame Comfy. What's going on there? You guys are being greedy. What's going on over there?
Kinda, but I knew going into this immediately. Like I was telling everyone on the team, like they're gonna ban Blissey, Desi, and Gren in that order, and I even got it in that order too. So I knew I could get away with something greedy like that because they were gonna either like basically they were either gonna do a bunch of the like super broken stuff like Gator and Lax, or they were just gonna go all in on countering me. So Talon kind of subverts that, and that he plays way differently than the ADCs that you otherwise saw from me in games 2 and 3 and my bans. So we felt confident doing that as a subversion.
All right, pretty good. Pretty good. Well, let's talk about game three a little bit. It was kind of par for the course. It was pretty even for a little bit. Not a lot of pads were broken for a long time. And eventually the balance were broken. I really appreciate how you guys held the pads for a long time, given like your attackers were Raichu and Cramorant, and they want a place to retreat to safely. So I was really appreciated that gameplay. Let's talk about that a little bit.
To be fair, I didn't purposely try to defend the pads because I just like to play aggressive. So I know the others like Bunny and Mike. Bunny will also sometimes have attacker. They like the pads, but I just want to be in their face, and that's when you notice like with the fight. Like during that game 3, we had Seal sit in the front to pick off the Slowbro, and we managed to get hit the Slowbro and the Suicune. like as early picks because of that aggression. Whereas if we tried to play defensive, we would have been struggling to get in on that, like Miraidon, Suicune, Slowbro core. Basically, we knew we had to jump on them before they had the chance to turn the tables on us and just keep us at a distance.
I also think it's mainly Seal that was making us play a little bit more passive there. He kept telling us to back away. So he was telling us to defend the paths a little bit more. Less aggressive.
I see. Well, good stuff to you guys. Congratulations once again to these guys. Thanks, gaming. They held it down. Look forward to see these guys in the subsequent weeks. This match will be uploaded soon. I just have to do another match and then I can set that up for you guys. So look forward to that. But for the rest of you guys at home, sit tight. We got another match coming up. This is a surprise to me. We're gonna have CC Yellow versus Sunder, so that should be exciting. Sit tight for that one.
Oh, that looks like a pretty good match.
Yeah, you guys can watch too.
Yeah. All right.
Right,
Well,
thank you for having us.
thank you for having
course.
us.
Till next time.
Have fun. All right. See ya.
All right, we should be back on the air here. Had to update some overlays. This was a bit of a last-minute addition for this set. All right. Well, we're going to have Sunder versus CCL. CCL's our team on the left, purple team. Sunder's our team on the right, the orange team. Draft's already in progress here. Looks like these draft picks are about the usual suspects. I'm a bit surprised with Skeller Dirge, however. I do think he's pretty good. I don't think he's anything crazy, but that ult is a lot of fun. I'll just say that. All right, we're going to have Hoopa as the first pick. That means Hoopa is very core to this team's strategy. It could run Trick. It could run Hyperspace Hole. It has a lot of options here. Either one is effective. Over on the right side, our orange team at Sunder, we have Blissey, one of the best supports in the game. Very strong choice, along with Blastoise. All right, another strong pick. I do recommend that CCL picks Snorlax to kind of counteract the Blastoise. But CCL already has their own design. They have their own way of doing things. So that's what makes them them. On the side of Sunder, let's see what their attacker is going to be. We have a Miraidon, and we might have a Dragapult. That is an interesting combination. Two attackers. Yep, this team has a lot of firepower. Let's see how Yellow responds. We're going to have a Crustle. We're going to have a Mr. Mime. These are good choices. CCL's a double double supporter composition. Mime walls would be nice here. They can control a lot of space with that, or they could run power swap. Who knows? Who knows? Leafeon is a good pick. They got some attackers. He has good targets. Leafeon can scrap, and they're going up against Zeraora as the last pick. This is a mean speedster. I'd imagine he's the jungler. But it could be anybody. Who knows? Final preps are getting started here. And anything goes. Looking at the compositions, yeah, the team on the right has a lot of firepower. That's just can they get the damage off? That will determine the winner, basically. To keep it short. All right, sorry about that little interruption. I just had to grab a tasty beverage. I've been talking for a hot minute. But I am Gucci. Let's get it back. Let's get active again. Let's get back to it. All right, let's see where supports are going. They should be splitting off. We're going to have Hoopa and Gible heading to the top. Over in the jungle, the mighty jungle, they might do a bit of a split push here with the Eevees. They choose to split here on the Xatu. Oh, yeah, this is going to be split. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mr. Mime heading over. Can you get it? Can you get it? Can you get it? Oh, he can't. The wall was there. Bottom lane, who needs it? We got bigger things to do. We got to slow down this Dragapult. Couldn't get the boosted through the wall. He's going to have to back up a bit. Mr. Mime's like, I hope I can get them to chase me. All right, that Mr. Mime should be KO'd. Squirrel did not need to eject for that. He was done so. Back at the top, Zeraora's the top laner. Holding it down. That should be enough experience for the Dragapult to reach level 5. Here we are. Bit of an exciting start. But all the players are here. Uh-oh. There's gonna be a score here. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. Squirrel's in a bit of a pickle. Only a bit. We can leave Espeon at the bottom. It's gonna out-secure that Miraidon 8 Ways to Sunday. Alright. Anything happening at the center here? Nothing quite yet. Miraidon getting some good damage in. And back at the Centaur. All right, Leafeon holding it down at the L bush. We're gonna have Dragapult starting to rip away. There is the dance. He's dancing on him. Leafeon couldn't quite finish. Zeraora was like, leave this secure to me. All right. Orange team getting Regidrago. There's another wall, but he can't stop what Zeraora's cooking. Good amount of damage there. Uh-oh. Can't leave. You're coming in, you're committing. Good cleanup from the other team. Going back towards the bottom. A level 9 Espeon. And he's eating. He's feasting. Miraidon's like, please don't find me. Oh, no. Oh, dear God. No, no, no. That was mean. Let's check on Leafeon real quick. Making his way towards the jungle, Zeraora. Whoa, that was a crit. 1,192 damage? Stop that. Stop it. Crazy, B. Crazy. At the bottom, another secure for the Espeon. That's a lot of damage. There they go. Leafeon's like, all right, I'll move out of the way. We need to score this point. Leafeon's like, I'm back. Time to score. Oh, wait. Nope, not quite right. Reinforcements has arrived. Time to back up. Garchomp left to babysit the Regieleki at the top. Speaking of which, knockout. Garchomp heading towards the bottom. He is looking peckish. Doesn't want to quite do a shut-on over there. Sneaky little boy trying to get a back happen. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh, he's committing. He's committing. Oh, that's what he gets. His greed consumed him. Miraidon ulting in, trying to get everyone off that pad. It's been a pretty competitive game thus far. Zeraora, that tiger, just having his way with the top laner. Leafeon is on the free roam, just like Zeraora. Zeraora's going to re-pressure top lane. But we got bigger things fish to fry at the bottom. Hoopa's like, hell, if I press this life alert, me and my homie's gonna come and mess y'all up. Get that Registeel. Come on, get it. There's a Hydro Typhoon. Miraidon going in. No, boy, who got that? It was Miraidon with the steal on Registeel. Zap and zap. People are going down heavy. Well, not bad at all. That is a steel secure. There you go. That is yours. Look at all that candy on the floor. Look at all the yellow Skittles. Quick in the comments, type your favorite Skittles flavor. Go. All right. Things have returned to neutral. Time is winding down. We're in the late game now. Farm is going to be available soon. Zero is all over top at Regieleki. Garchomp is gonna be a hero? Nah. He will exude trigger discipline. Then he probably couldn't win. And as another Regieleki, Zero's like, you guys aren't gonna defend that by yourself, are you? Hey, look! You're defending it by yourself! I know how to handle you. Alright, Reinforcements is here. Apparently, his teammates cares about his well-beings. I'm gonna bounce. I'll deal with you guys later. Well, wait, hold on. Someone's about to cross paths. Hold on. That's a dangerous spot. Espeon snuffed it out. Blastos is like, I got cannons on my back. Watch this. I'm about to go live. Well, Purple team is surrounded, but they are together somewhat. Blastoise being very patient, not budging at all, providing wonderful vision. Wah! Couldn't get the surf quite right. But Leafeon knows to stay alert and doesn't want to do anything with that Blastoise. Yes, that's right. That's a line you should not cross. Piranha getting a lot of juicy entry damage. Oh no, they've got to commit. They committed. Go. Oh, too little, too late. You got to keep your head on the swivel. Oh, looks like they're going to trade score. Wait, what is that piece of farm doing there? It's not early game. Get out of here. Well, I'm going to take the farm away. Well, all the advantage is still over on Sunder. They're like, hey, if you guys are just going to press on over, we're going to rip the objective. We got the firepower for it. Like we talked about earlier. They got the firepower, so they're going to use the power. Rhydon's like, I'm going to chill at bottom. No one's here. No one's going to stay here. I'm going to go back camp. But I'm getting juicy information from my team. My Zeraora is going in. There is hindrance resistance on his ult, so he didn't get dragged away from the Dragon Rush, but Zeraora goes down. They just have to hold out for 20 more seconds. There goes Leaf. Wait, no. Okay, there goes Leaf. He missed the Hydro Pump, but it's going to cost him. This is a trade in the favor of Sunder. Sunder bringing down the Thunder. All right. That should be a cleanup. Game, set, match. Well, not game, set, man. That's a figure of speech. That was just game one. Don't worry about it, I said. All right. Don't worry about it. All right. Our orange team put their foot in the door. Final score 176 to 460. I'm taking a look at everyone's report card. All right. Mr. Barn, Mr. Dragapult, Mr. and Mrs. I don't judge. 6 KOs, 7 assists. There's a joke right there that I will not describe. 112 points scored, 87 overall rating. Good stuff. Strong stuff, strong showing, good damage. V Bear bringing a lot of damage with 70,000, a lot of entry damage, a lot of poke, being completely outranged and outgunned with CCL. But back to the drawing board. These 10 bombs right here, they're gone forever for the set. So stay tuned. We're going to get you 10 more mons. And we're back. Ignore that overlay. I read you like he's just excited. Back again, game number 2. Sunder's favor so far. We're going to see some bands here. I see Fraligator. I see Umbreon. Let's see what are these other bands. I see a Pikachu being highlighted, but they ain't banning that. Come on. They're not banning that thing. Who bans Pikachu? Who would have the goal to ban King Pikachu? All right, let's see. Let us see. Bans are in order. I see Machamp. I see Snorlax. I see Umbreon. I see Skeletors, Psyduck, and Feraligatr. These mons won't be joining us, and neither will those previous 10. But it's time for a new 10, baby. This is game 2. I see a Mamoswine. I see a Pikachu. I see a Trevenant. These are good picks. These are strong picks. I like these picks. How about you guys? Tell me in the comments below. Oh, wait, hold on. Not Trevenant. I see a Mega Lucario. Mega Pokemon bring mega problems for the other team. They have to watch out for that one. This is game number 2. CCL's got to get on the board first. They have got to get on the board. I see a Mew. Mew is always a good choice. It is such a lane bully. Getting all that form just for itself. Throwing those light screens and E-balls. There is the Trevenant. And a Comfey. Oh, these guys aren't playing fair. I'm going to do something dirty. They're trying to win right now. I know both teams are on a tight schedule right now. They're in it to win it. Let's see if they can get some time back. I see a Greninja and a regular Gyarados. And there's the Speedster. There is the Zoroark. They have a balanced composition. They have a scary composition. Oh, boy. If they're not careful, Sunder's going to run away with this one. That is a high-octane team. They're about to bring on the pressure immediately. That's a Magikarp in one of the lanes right now. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Their early game's going to suffer a bit. That's why they picked such strong early game mons like Eldegoss and Mew and Mamoswine. They got to get this Gyarados online ASAP. Well, final preparations are done. We're about to get started very soon. Let's see what will happen, what will transpire in this match. Bless me. All right. I sneezed there. All right. Let's get started. Game 2. Well, Mammo's on a journey of self-discovery, heading straight for the enemy jungle once again, but this time from the top side. All right, we're just gonna look at this guy real quick. I am very intrigued. Let's just get this farm already. We're gonna have Zora get this ball toy. Uh-oh, the jig is up. And he didn't get it, no. He used tackle attack instead of ice shard. And he missed that one too. Well, so much for that invade. Back towards the top. It's about to get nasty. About 15 more seconds until someone's gonna get punished. Like that Lucario there. Well, that's a reverse of fortune. Wait, hold on. Someone got KO'd and Magikarp was there. Oh my god, he's a level 3 Gyarados. Oh my god. No. No. Gyarados large and in charge. He's like, you know what, GX, all right. This is gonna be fast. I'm a level 5 Gyarados. Bring on the pressure. Uh-oh. Zark is not pleased. He is pissed. Clapping back, defusing the situation a bit. Gyarados is like, you guys are very small. How do you guys like it? Eldegoss, that was you, buddy boy. That was you. That should have been a KO'd mouse. Anyway, let's check out bottom for a second. Mew's by itself at the bottom, level 6, doing a wonderful job keeping that Trevenant small as long as it can. Doesn't want anyone to score this. Mew can't really rip and protect it by itself. A nasty Woodhammer. What is this mammal swine doing? He wants all of the smoke. He missed the Ice Fang. He's gonna pay for that one. Thank you, come again. Well, thanks. I'll slow down a bit. It's almost time for 720. Gonna be a team fight right here. Zora Arc. Oh, he got outed out. He got ousted. He's gonna have to make a decision here. All right, there it is. Yep, and surrounded. Gyarados holding its own at the top. But it's a Pikachu and whoever else. It doesn't matter. It's a Pikachu. That's gonna be hard to deal with. It ejected and it's going and it's gone. Back to home. Kario's like, all right, you want to fight? All right. Cool. Oh, no. Almost. Almost got Dragon Breath. Pikachu's like, hey, you forgot this E-Ball. Another score for Lucario, who's very comfortable with dying. Couldn't get the close combat out. It was on cooldown. Whoa, that earthquake was close. We got 2 points in. Gyarados is like, don't worry, guys, I got this. And by I got this, I'm going to let it reset. Chomping away at the bits. Hey, don't you get tired of that? Ah, of course not. There is the Reg Ice. Right now. All right. Well, doesn't want to score that. Good choice. They ran straight to the pad. Trevenant. Pushing the mammal away. Getting away from MQL. But he got ousted out by an E-Ball and a Dragon Breath. He got breathed on. They breathed on him heavy. Yeah, that breath must be rancid for our Pokemon to get KO'd like that. Trevenant all by its lonesome. Rocking the passive. Use the eject, but it's not enough. Double KO for the Mammoth. Big overcap. And before 5 minutes. All right. Well, things are about... Oh, wait, what? Hold on. What happened? They surrendered? Something going. Wait, whoa. Hold on. I need to investigate. You guys stay right there. Well, I'm back with the news. Well, looks like one of the teams had to forfeit. They're out of time. Their captain had to go. Something came up. And it was going to be a forfeit. I'm just going to verify which team it was. I believe it was Sunder that had to forfeit. You know, it was a shame they were ahead in the set and setting themselves up for victory here. Well, yeah, it was Sunder. They had to forfeit. They were out of time. Well, that's unfortunate, but these things do happen. I'm just you guys got gypped out of a exciting set. But hey, if you're around for a previous set for Thanksgiving and XO, you guys got a little something. We'll just chalk this up to a exhibition. Yeah, we'll chalk it up to that. Well, I guess we have to end early and abruptly. So sorry about that, guys, but it is what it is. The previous set will be uploaded very soon. Look forward to that on the, the socials, GX2_Unite. On the various platforms is what it is. And yeah, sorry about have to end early, but we're going to be signing off till next time. See you later, dudes.